Well, Happy New Year and welcome to the first episode of Spotlight on Stage for 2026. I'm Michelle Eagleton, and this is where I am every Monday, bringing you the latest theatre news for Greater Manchester and a What's On guide to shows that are coming our way. And what a year it is going to be for theatre here in our city. We have got some great productions coming up, and that is what I'm kicking off today's show with. I am going to give you a rundown of my shows, my picks for 2026 from some of our fantastic theatres here in Greater Manchester. So I hope you've got a pen ready, a pencil, a piece of paper, or maybe you watch this back later on and just go through it with a fine tooth comb, because these recommendations are fantastic. Although I was spoiled for choice, I am not going to lie. I really had to narrow it down for this one. But as we go throughout the year, we'll be bringing you more information on the I Love Manchester Theatre Facebook page as usual. So don't forget to give us a follow and also check out our I Love Manchester Theatre page. All right, on the website, that's ilovemanchester.com. We've got loads of info there. We've got reviews and you can book those all important tickets. So let's get on with the show. I am burning to tell you my top picks for 2026. So are you ready? We're going to start off with the Palace Theatre, and over at the Palace Theatre is an absolute cracker. The Karate Kid, the musical, coming to stage. Yes, this is the UK premiere, and its second stop on that tour is here in Manchester. It's a legendary film of 1984, Daniel LaRusso's journey, reimagined through movement, music, and raw, energetic storytelling. You might remember Wax On, Wax Off, Daniel and Mr. Miyagi, who teaches that karate isn't about fighting, it's about balance, dignity, and respect. Now, this has already been on stage in Broadway. As I say, it's coming across the pond. It's honouring the roots of the timeless story, and it's a musical. I mean, you could ask for nothing more. Now, you might think that it's going to be full of 80s tracks, but this has an 80s vibe, but original music. So it's definitely going to be very exciting. And you can see it here in Manchester prior to it opening in the West End. That's why I think this should be on your list. It's coming from the 12th of May all the way through to Saturday, the 23rd of May. I love that film. Loved it as a kid, love it as an adult, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to love it as a musical. I cannot wait to see that one coming to Manchester. And something else I am really, really excited about is Something Rotten, because I was dying to see this when it came to the West End, the concert version a couple of years ago. Now it is here, opening in Manchester, which is brilliant. Now, this is going to be on at the Opera House, and it's running from the 16th of June to the 19th of July. So a big run of this one. It is a hilarious new musical comedy mashup of Shakespeare, song and dance, and the incredible story behind the world's very first musical. Or is it? Well, I think there's poetic license used in this a lot. And something else that is in this a lot is comedy, original music, and it is just fantastic in terms of its score and its performers. Because at the helm, you've got some of the original cast that was in London. You've got Jason Manford, who's already been announced, taking the lead in this one, and the wonderful Richard Fleischman, two Mancunian performers who are absolutely stand out. It is a UK premiere of this production. It's had so many awards as well. It's the 1590s, and brothers Nick and Nigel Bottom are desperate to write a hit play. But who is writing plays at that time? Of course, the Renaissance rock star Will Shakespeare. Can they get around Shakespeare? Well, you will have to see it because it is really brilliant. They put together a strange new creation called a musical. It's got all that jazz, and there's a lot of scandalous excitement about the opening night. I am saying no more, but this one is definitely something you should go and see. If musicals be the food of love, it's an all you can eat buffet. I am super glad we get that musical here in Manchester. And also, this year sees something special being cooked up by the guys at Hope Mill. Oh, Will and Joe are absolutely brilliant when it comes to choosing shows to bring to the stage. And Hope Mill Theatre is collaborating once again with the Lowry on this one. It's High School Musical. It's going to have its first UK new production at Lowry from the 21st of August this year to the 13th of September. And 20 years it has been after that iconic Disney movie. Can you believe it? Well, you get to join Troy, Gabriella, and the students of East High as they navigate the highs and lows of first loves, friendship, self discovery, all while juggling classes, basketball games, auditions, and the expectations of their peers. Now, this is a fresh and exciting new production. You will expect no less from Hope Mill Theatre, and it's going to transform the Lowry's Lyric Theatre into an immersive East High experience. It's going to be extended staging, on stage seating, and that puts you, the audience, right in the middle of the game. This sounds so wonderful. I cannot wait for this one because it's got all the hit songs from the original film, Breaking Free. We're all in this together. Get your head in the game and many more. So if you're a fan of the film, or maybe you've never seen it before, I think this one is definitely not to be missed. Well, the only thing I have to decide on that one is if I'm going to channel Sharpay or Gabriella, or am I going to hunt out my cheerleading outfit? What do you think? I know, though, I will be racing down to Salford to see that one. I'm also going to be making a trip to the Octagon in Bolton because who have we got on stage? Well, the one, the only Matthew Kelly. Yes, he's going to be starring in a new staging of Samuel Beckett's classic play, Waiting for Godot, in which absolutely nothing happens. Now, I say that it follows two men as they wait for someone who may never come. As they pass the time with scraps of conversation, moments of tenderness, and flashes of dark humour, though, their story becomes a moving reflection of what it means to keep going in a world that rarely offers answers. This is a timeless play. It's been hailed as one of the defining works of the 20th century, and it returns to the Octagon in its strange, funny, and heartbreaking brilliance. Not only have you got Matthew Kelly at the helm, but also George Costigan. So I think this casting is going to be great. They are going to light up that stage when it comes to the Octagon, and it's here from Wednesday, the 15th of April, until Saturday, the 2nd of May. He is such an amazing actor, Matthew Kelly. And don't forget, he is also an Olivier Award winning actor as well. So that production is going to be top notch. Now, talking of great playwrights like Beckett, another great and local playwright has his production on at the Royal Exchange. And it's not the first time it's been there. It's true. Jim Cartwright's play Road has been on at the Royal Exchange before. Now it is back, featuring an all-star cast of Lucy Beaumont, Shobna Gulati, Leslie Joseph, Johnny Vegas, and special guest Sir Tom Courtney, who is going to appear on film. Set in the 80s, it is all about the chaperone scullery who guides you down the road, picking up the raucous and the ready for it as out can happen tonight. It takes you from dusk till dawn. It's hopelessly hilarious. You laugh, you sing, you dance. Hey, chips, and they're all searching for something different. It is an award winning masterpiece from Jim Cartwright, and it invites you to join the inhabitants of this derelict northern road on an unforgettable journey. If you want something different, which is still shockingly relevant to our lives today, then go and see this, especially in the round. I think it is going to be absolutely perfect. And if I remember rightly from seeing it before at the Royal Exchange, the interval is just as entertaining. I am saying no more. And I've got to say, there is definitely something special when a world tour opens right here in Salford. And that is exactly what is happening when it comes to Operation Mincemeat. It is an Olivier Award winning and Tony Award nominated musical. It's going on a globe spanning world tour. And why is it opening at Lowry? Well, of course, it is a fantastic venue, first and foremost, but it is also the venue that first encouraged the writing team to create their debut musical. They also co commissioned the production and supported its early development, including hosting its first ever Scratch performance in 2017. So, this is so fitting that it opens its world tour here. This is going to be really, really special. It's 1943. The Allied forces are on the ropes, but they've got a trick up their sleeve. Well, not their sleeve, rather inside the pocket of a stolen corpse. Yes, this is equal parts farce, thriller, and Ian Fleming style spy caper with music. It is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you want to go and see it, then get yourself down to Lowry because it is going to be fabulous. And you don't have to wait long. It is opening in February, February the 16th to Saturday, the 28th of February. That is gonna be a good one, honestly. I have waited for this to come for a long time now, and getting something that has those awards, that has that connection, is just absolutely brilliant. So well done, Lowry. Now let's take a look then at what is on at the theatres this week, because there's still loads to see, and it's just the start of the new year. Yes, we've still got Singing in the Rain at the Royal Exchange. And if you haven't seen it, make sure you do catch it before the run ends. It's a timeless masterpiece, perhaps one of the greatest musicals ever made, and a really must see show. Everyone who's seen this, including myself, says it is brilliant. It is a pure spectacle, and it is worth the ticket price alone to see the dancing, the energy in this show, and of course the rain in the round. I have never been so pleased to see rain in Manchester. So try and catch it if you can. You've got all the classics in there. You've got Make 'em Laugh, Good Morning, Moses Supposes, and of course the iconic title tune, Singing in the Rain. It's here until the 25th of January. Elsewhere, we mentioned the Lowry before. Well, we've still got two productions on there. You've got The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and Unfortunate. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, it needs no introduction. It is the C.S. Lewis classic, and this time you have got some music in it as well. It is the adventure of a lifetime. This has been a smash on the West End, and it lets you go through the wardrobe into the magical kingdom of Narnia. There's some amazing puppetry here, some brilliant acting from Lucy, Edmund, Susan, and Peter. And there is snow. What more could you want? It's here at the Lowry in the Lyric Theatre until the 11th of January. Over in the Keys, you have got Unfortunate, the untold story of Ursula the Sea Witch, the musical parody. This is rather naughty. Not one for the kids. It is camp hilarious and a whale of a good time, as many have said. It is a splash hit show. See what I did there? And it is all about everyone's favorite Disney diva, Ursula. She gives her take on what really happened all those years ago under the sea, and it's not how you would imagine. She spills the tea in this tale of sex, Sorcery and Suckers. I told you it is very, very cheeky, but it is fabulous. It's got original hot pop soundtrack and trademark filthy humor. If you want a hot night out, then get yourself to the Lowry. It's on until the 11th of January. And finally, over at home, if you fancy something a bit different and loved the Disney movie Freaky Friday, you will love this. It is still running the musical version of this. Yes, it was a novel back in 1972. It's been a Disney movie twice, and it's all about the overworked mother and daughter who is a teenager, and they magically swap bodies and have one day to put things right again. I went to see this. I think it is hilarious. It's got some good tunes in there, some fantastic acting, and it really is one for all the family. If you want to catch it, it's running at home until the 10th of January. Well, some brilliant picks for you there. If you want to go and see any of the shows that I've mentioned, all you need to do is head to our website. We've got more information there and you can get your tickets. It's ilovemanchester.com/theatre. I hope it's whet your appetite for what is to come in 2026. We have got a great year ahead when it comes to theatre in Greater Manchester. I cannot wait. Now, I'll be back with more theatre news and a What's On Guide next Monday. Until then, have a great week yourselves. Bye for now.